class 8th. So we have been studying chapter number 10, reaching the age of adolescence. Yes, so we are studying the topic puberty. Yes, changes at puberty. So you already know what is the meaning of puberty. Yes, what is puberty? Actually, puberty is that age, the age at which reproductive organ becomes functionally active. And it's called puberty, like male reproductive organ and female reproductive organ start functioning. Yes, become functional. Yes, uh, and kids, as you can see on the screen, development of sex organ. Yes, it is the last topic that we studied in previous class. Yes, so before we revise, before we study the next topic, let's revise whatever we studied. Okay, let's revise. So we have already completed different changes which occur at puberty. Yes, like changes in voice box, changes in body shape. Yes, we have already completed them. So you know that when the height changes, when our height changes, our bones start elongating. Yes, our bones elongate, and and, and we become tall. Yes, it make a person tall because of increasing height. And we can also calculate height by a formula, which is present height divided by percent of height at this age and multiplied by 100. Yes, and kids, if we talk about the changes at puberty. Yes, during changes at puberty, body shape changes. Yes, what happens during body shape change in boys and girls? In boys, the shoulder becomes broader and chest become wider. Yes, in boys the shoulder become broader and chest become wider. Okay, and the muscles of the body grows prominently. Yes, the muscles of the boys also grow. And if I talk about the girls, in the girls, the region, the area which is below the waist, the region which is below the waist, it become wider. Yes, it become wider, and the muscles of the body do not grow prominently. It happens in girls. And we also studied about changes in voice. Yes, voice changes occur due to Adam apple. Yes, voice changes occur due to Adam apple. And what is Adam apple? The growing voice box. Yes, voice box. Adam apple is also called voice box. So the growing voice box, which can be seen as a protruding part. Protruding part, PROTRUDING. Protruding part means bulge out part, look like a bulb, apple-like structure of the throat is called Adam apple. Yes. So the growing voice box that can be seen as protruding part of the throat called Adam apple. So due to Adam apple means voice box, or you can say larynx. Yes, Adam apple is also called voice box as well as larynx. LARYNX, larynx. So what changes occur in boys and girls because of Adam apple? In boys, if we talk about changes, the voice of boys become deep and hoarse. Yes, the voice of boys become deep and hoarse, and the larynx is visible clearly. Yes, you can easily see, watch the picture of by just touching your hand to the throat, and you can feel it. And in girls, the voice becomes soft. Means girls have high pitched voice, and the larynx is hardly visible from outside. Yes, it happens in girls. And we also studied about the gland, endocrine gland. Endocrine gland are called Endocrine gland are also known as ductless gland. Yes, endocrine gland also known as ductless gland, because these glands release hormones directly into bloodstream. Yes, these endocrine glands release hormones directly into bloodstream. Yes, like pituitary gland release pituitary hormone which help to increase height. And if I talk about the sweat and sebaceous gland, sweat and sebaceous gland are uh, mm, actually those gland which release their hormone through duct, and through the duct it goes into bloodstream. Yes, they passes their hormones into duct, so they have duct, but endocrine gland do not have duct. Okay. And you know what is the function of sweat gland and sebaceous gland? Sweat gland, because the secretion of sweat gland and sebaceous gland, this secretion of sweat gland, sebaceous glands, they are also known as oil glands, increase. Yes, they release oil. So because of it, many young people get acne and pimples on their face at this time, because of increased activity of these glands in the skin. Yes, at the age of, at the period, at the life of puberty. Yes, at this age, sweat gland and sebaceous gland very active. And if we talk about the development of sex organ, in boy and male reproductive organs start developing, and in girls female reproductive organs start developing. The boys, in boys the testes and penis completely develop, and the testes also release sperm which is called male cell, and in girls ovaries start developing. Okay kids, so next changes at puberty, which is reaching mental, intellectual, emotional maturity. Yes, so you know that different changes occur at puberty. Change number one is increase in height. Change number two, change in body shape. Change number three, voice gets changed because of voice box. Change number three, increase activity of sweat gland and sebaceous gland. Because of these glands, pimples start growing. Change number five, development of sex organ. Yes, sex organ develop. So testes start releasing sperm, and ovaries start releasing egg. Change number six, last change is reaching mental, intellectual, and emotional maturity. Yes, so kids, we start becoming mature. Yes, by our brain. Okay. And so what happens, kid? uh, it is the time in one's life when the brain has the greatest capacity for learning. Yes, mental maturity start. Yeah, so your brain start developing. You, whatever you will learn, it will completely fit in your brain. Yes, so your brain has greatest capacity of learning at this age. Brain has greatest capacity of learning. After this age, your capacity of learning decreases. So instead of wasting time, start learning some skills, whatever you want to learn. If you want to learn dance, go join dance class. If you want to learn good English, go join the spoken English class. If you want to learn about electricians work, you can go join and start doing whatever the course you want to do. If you want to learn computer, you can learn. If you want to do good typing, if you want to become actor or actress, start learning acting. Yes, if you want to become IAS, go start preparing, join something, join IAS coaching class. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Yes, because at this age you have greatest capacity of learning. So whatever you want to be, you can become. If you want to be a dance choreographer, you can become a dance choreographer. Or if you want to become a director, you can become, yes, movie director, music director, or if you want to if your future, if you want to do any business, you can start preparing at this age. You can take the help of your parents. So because at this age, we have the greatest capacity of learning. Whatever you want to be, you can become. Okay. Intellectual maturity, yes, actually intellectual maturity means what? Actually at this age 11 to 19, at this age the girls and boys, the thinking way is changed. Yes, they want to become more independent. Yes, they think that they are actually matured. Yes, they think at this age from 11 to 19, they think that they are matured, but actually they are not matured completely. Yes. Okay. So it happens, they become very self conscious. Yes, what is good and what is right, but they actually confuse between right and wrong. Okay. So the change in person's way of thinking happen. The person feel more independent. Yes, they want to live alone, little bit alone, and then before, and also become self-conscious. They start thinking of themselves, that what should I do, what should I not do. It happens. Okay. Emotional maturity, yes, a person may feel insecure while trying to adjust changes in body and mind. Yes, if person feel insecure also, because many changes occur and many questions start developing, so he or she start thinking about those questions and feel insecure sometime also. Okay. It happens at this age. Okay. So it's a normal thing, because because of your hormones it is happening. Okay. Now kids, let's discuss about the secondary sexual characters. Let's move on the next point. So kids, we have discussed about primary sexual characters. Primary sexual character like development of sex organ. Yes, reaching mental maturity, intellectual maturity, emotional maturity. Yes, EMI, you can learn EMI. E for emotional, M for mental, and I for intellectual. So emotional maturity and intellectual maturity, mental maturity, voice changes, body shape changes. Yes, chest become wider, the waist part become wider. So it happens. Now let's discuss the secondary sexual characteristics. So as you can see on the screen, in boys and girls, I have written it. So boys, in the boys, the begins to grow facial hair. Yes, look at my face. I am not a teenager. I am not not adolescent. I am adult. Yes, the age above the 18 is called adult. So between 11 to 18, what happens? The hairs start growing on your face, and the mustache and beard start developing. Mustache means muche, and beard, dadi, start developing. Yes, not only the hair grows on face, and but also they grow on your chest. Yes, under the arms, and and in the area above the thigh, or you can say pubic region. Okay. Pubic region. So at this age, at this area, the hairs start growing. Yes. Okay. So hairs grow on the face. Yes, mustache, beard grow. Well, it depends upon the hormone. Yes, it depends upon the hormone. I will talk about the hormone also. Okay, which are the hormone in next slide. Wait. Okay. So it depends upon the hormone. If hormones are releasing more, then hair on your face, on your chest, and the area just above the thigh, then at that place, at that area, at that region, the hair will grow more if the hormone is releasing more. And if I talk about the girls, in the girls what happens? The breast begin to develop. Yes, the breast start developing, and they also the hair also begins to grow on their chest, under the arms, and the area just above the thigh. Yes, so pubic region. So it happens in girls also, but in boys breast size does not grow, but chest become wider, and in girls breast begin to develop. Yes, breast begin to develop. Yes, and the hair begins to grow and on the chest, but in girls hair do not grow on face, but in boys the hair grow on the face. Okay, mustache develop, beard, it doesn't happen in girls. Okay, mostly. Okay, I hope you understood. These are the secondary sexual characters. Okay. Now let's discuss about some more hormones. Let's move on the next point. Okay, let's study about the hormones. So as you know that hormones are chemical substance. Okay, so these substance, actually hormones, mostly released during the adolescence. Yes, okay, means the period of life when the body undergoes changes. Okay, so the changes which occur at adolescence are controlled by chemical substance called hormone. Yes, the changes which occur at adolescence are controlled by chemical substance are called hormones. So hormones control the changes which are occurring in adolescence. Yes, there are many changes occur during adolescence which are actually controlled by hormones. Yes, so hormones are actually secreted by endocrine gland. Yes, as you already know what are endocrine gland. Endocrine glands are actually ductless gland. They secrete their hormones directly into bloodstream without any duct. But as you know that sweat gland and sebaceous gland are with duct gland. They have duct. They are called exocrine gland. So sweat gland and sebaceous gland secrete their hormones through their duct. But endocrine gland, their secretion reaches into bloodstream without any duct. So they are called ductless gland. So and testosterone. What is testosterone? Testosterone, the spelling of testosterone is Testosterone. Testosterone. Testosterone is a hormone. Because of this hormone, which is actually a sex hormone. Yes, this is the hormone, male hormone. Male sex hormone is testosterone, and estrogen and progesterone are female hormones. Okay, so this testosterone actually released by testes. Yes, the testes is the part of male reproductive organ. So in the boys the testes begins to release male hormone, which is also known as testosterone. What is the function of this hormone? Because of it, hair growth increase. Yes, hair growth on the body is due to the testosterone. Yes. And if I talk about the girls, in girls ovaries begin to produce the female hormone or estrogen, which makes the breast develop. Milk secreting glands, or you can say mammary glands, develop inside the breast. The production of these hormones is under the control of another hormone, is endocrine gland called pituitary gland. Okay, yes. So as you know that in boys testosterone hormone is produced, which because of it hair grow on face and chest, in the area just above the thigh. And in the girls there is a hormone which is called estrogen hormone. Yes, which is a female hormone. It is released by ovaries. Yes, the ovaries begin to produce female hormone, which is called estrogen. So what is the function of estrogen? Because of estrogen, the breast in girls start developing. Yes, the breast develop, which is actually a secondary sexual factor which make the breast develop. Yes, and the inside the breast there is also a gland. Inside the breast of girls there is also a gland which is called mammary gland. Yeah, mammary gland, or you can say mammary, mammary gland. So this gland uh, help in milk secretion. Yes, so that's why this gland is called milk secreting gland or mammary gland, which develop inside the breast. Okay, and for your kind information, ma'am, let me tell you one thing. These hormones, which hormone? Testosterone, estrogen and progesterone. These hormones means testosterone, estrogen and progesterone hormone. They are controlled by a gland which is called pituitary gland. Yes, pituitary gland is control them. What is the spelling of pituitary? Pituitary. Pituitary, pituitary gland. Okay, this gland control the hormone. So the production of these hormones is under control of another hormone in endocrine gland called pituitary gland. And I already told you that pituitary gland is just like P, and it help in increasing the height. Okay, now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's role of hormone in initiating reproductive function. Yes, so the hormone help in starting the many reproductive function. Yes, because as we know that endocrine glands are actually called ductless gland. Yes, they are main, and there are many endocrine glands. There are many endocrine glands, or you can say ductless gland in the body. And you know that testes and ovary, they also secrete the sex hormone. They secrete the sex hormone, and like testes secrete testosterone, ovaries secrete estrogen. Yes, so these hormones, testosterone and estrogen, the sex hormone are under the control of hormones from the pituitary gland. They are controlled by pituitary gland. Okay, and the pituitary gland secretes many hormones, one of which make ova mature in the ovaries and sperm form in the testes. Yes, for your kind information, yes, let me tell you, the pituitary gland is just like P. It is very small in circular shape, and it also secretes many hormones. Yes, pituitary gland also secretes many hormones, which and that's why it is called the controller of sex hormone. Yes, so one hormone of the pituitary gland, because of that gland, the male gametes means ova become mature in ovaries, and also it helps forming the sperm in the testes. Yes, testes, because you know that testes release sperm, so sperms are formed because of pituitary gland. Okay, and it control it also. And ovum means male cell, female cell, it is controlled by pituitary gland, and it also help in forming ovum. Okay, I hope you understood. So role of hormone is actually initiating reproductive function. Yes, the reproduction in the animals occur due to these reproductive hormones. Yes, reproduction, you know that giving birth to the baby, it is possible due to the these hormones, testosterone, estrogen, and male cell and female cell. I hope you understood. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, now let's study the onset of puberty is controlled by hormones. Yes, hormones control the puberty. Hormones control the puberty means due to hormones the changes occur. Yes, they are also controlled by hormones. As you know, the pituitary gland, yes, which release many hormones. Yes, and pituitary gland is actually a ductless gland, and it is also called endocrine gland. And testes and ovaries are also endocrine gland. Yes, testes and ovaries are also endocrine gland, or you can say ductless gland. So as you know, pituitary gland, what the hormones which are released from pituitary gland, the hormones which are released from pituitary gland, and they excite the testes and ovaries hormones uh, to release from them. Yes, they stimulate them. Yes, they stimulate the testes and ovaries. Because of stimulation, testes and ovary release hormone. Yes, the testes and ovary release hormone. Testes release testosterone in male and ovaries release estrogen in female. Yes, because of stimulation of pituitary glands hormone. Because of stimulation of pituitary glands hormones, the testes and ovaries release. Yes, so now as you know that testes and ovary are endocrine gland. Yes, they are endocrine gland, so they will release their secretion, they will release their hormones without any duct directly into bloodstream. So testosterone, which is released from testes, and estrogen, which is released from ovary, they released in the bloodstream, and they reaches at the body, means at the target site. Yes, so they help in the development of hair. Yes, they develop in hair, and they help to develop the breast size, and they also help to develop the milk secretion gland. Yes, so which is inside the breast. Okay, and because of when the release at that target site, at that body part, then they start working, and they stimulate the changes in the body at the onset of the puberty. Yes, they stimulate the changes. Yes, and they affect the changes, and due to them the many changes occur. Okay, it happens, and they help also in control. Okay, if something is more than, then they will control. Okay, I hope you understood it. Now let's move on the next point. Okay, it's time to ask question from you. So question number 1: which secondary sexual characters develop in boys and girls? Yes, which secondary sexual characters develop in boys and girls? So as you know, if we talk about, first of all, let's talk about the secondary sexual characters of boy. In boys, actually they begin to grow facial hair. Yes, they begin to grow facial hair, like the hair of the mustache, the hair of the beard, and apart from this, the hair also begin to grow. The hair also begin to grow on the chest, under the arms, and as well as the region which is above the thigh. You can call it pubic region. And if I talk about the girls, in girls, the breast begin to develop. Yes, the breast begin to develop, and hair begins to grow. Yes, they also grow hair on the chest, under the arms, and region above the thigh. Okay. Question number 2. Question number 2 is define hormones. Yes, what are hormones? So the changes which occur at adolescence, the changes which occur at adolescence are controlled by chemical substances called hormones. Yes, the changes which occur at adolescence are controlled by hormones, chemical hormones. These are called hormones. Yes, like the hormones which are released by boys and girls, they are controlled by a gland which is called pituitary gland. Yes, pituitary gland control the hormones of endocrine gland. Okay. Now question number 3: write the name of male and female sex hormone. Write their function also. Yes, male hormone is testosterone. Okay, so testes reproduce testosterone hormone. Yes, testes reproduce testosterone hormone, and female hormone is estrogen. Ovary release estrogen hormone. Okay, so what is the function of testosterone hormone? What is the function of testosterone hormone? This causes hair growth. Yes, and in ovaries, the ovary begin to produce the female hormone called estrogen, which makes the breast develop. Yes, because of it, breast develop. And there is one gland which is called mammary gland, in the which develop inside the breast. Yes, because of estrogen. Mammary gland is also called milk secreting gland. Okay, and the production of these hormone means testosterone and estrogen. So the production of testosterone hormone and estrogen hormone is under control of another hormone of endocrine gland called pituitary gland. Okay, I hope you understood. Okay, now in next class we will study about the menstruation. Okay, and we will also try to find the answer that how is the sex of the baby determined. Yes, how to determine. Actually it is determined by the chromosome. So we will study in next class. We will meet in next class. Till then, bye bye.